Hello, teachers. This short video is simply to direct you to the training materials that are already built into your Clever dashboard. They have really great Help Center and Training Academy that they've created for you. And rather than me trying to pull all those resources out and compile them and it not be maybe everything that you need and all of those things, I'm just going to direct you to those resources. They will always be up to date, and as new features are added, you'll be able to see that content there as well. So we're here on your Clever Teacher dashboard. And yours might look a little different than mine. I've already done some customizing and changing things around, but yours should look something around like this. And up here in the blue bar, you should have a little question mark. If you click on that, you have a Help Center and the Clever Academy. Let's go to the Help Center first. So here in the Help Center, you've got a nice little search feature up here. So you can come in here and type in a specific keyword if there is just like something you're specifically wanting to learn about how Clever integrates with a certain program or anything like that. So you can search for it here, or there are some topic categories you can go into here, or you can just start browsing through the different articles. If you go into an article, I'll choose Clever and Google Classroom here because it'll remind me to tell you something else here in just a moment. When you go into a resource, you've got information, you've got some FAQs, which are really helpful, I think. And then over here, you've got some related articles that might be particularly helpful. You also have a chat down here that you can go to and actually interact live with a support person from Clever to ask your questions. So that is really helpful. So back to this topic of Google Classroom and Clever, I wanted to mention that as you're learning about all the things that you can do with Clever, you might keep in mind that some of those things may be better done through Google Classroom instead. Okay, so for example, instead of trying to send students a lot of resources through Clever, you might be better suited to create an assignment or a post in Google Classroom that has those resources attached for that particular item. I would say as a general rule, for older students, Google Classroom is a better choice for everything other than creating those logins, getting students logged into their programs. That's really the main purpose and function of Clever. I would use Classroom for all of your actual assignments and management and even communication, even though there are some communication options within Clever. So if you're not sure whether you should use Classroom or Clever, let me know. I would say that for primary grade teachers, if all you're really needing to do is send students to a website, Clever may be your best route because they're going to need to go there anyway, and you may not need all that functionality of Google Classroom. Although I have seen primary grade teachers as low as kindergarten using Google Classroom effectively. So just talk to me if you're not sure which one to use for what purpose, and we'll discuss that on a specific basis. Okay, so that's the Help Center, and that will be how you can just access specific information or get your questions answered. So coming back here to your Clever dashboard and going back to that question mark, let's go to the Clever Academy now. This is really well designed. I love it. It's kind of a self-paced little module sort of thing that, like the types of things that I create for you all the time. So you've got certifications here. You can earn badges and certificates. By the way, if you need to renew your license and you need to have some evidence of time spent in professional development, this does tell you how many minutes approximately it should take you to get through a course, and you end up with a certificate at the end. So you would have that documentation for your license renewal. So you can see on this one, I've already gone here and I've registered and started this course, and it has a little banner on here for that. So I'm going to go back here. Now, when you first go here, there's a blue button here that says register. All you have to do is click it, and it takes you right into a page like this. There's no form to fill out or specific times you have to sign in or anything like that. Okay, so you can see I've completed 2 out of 21 lessons. So you can come and go. You can come and do a few minutes of this and then leave it and come back later and pick up where you left off. So if we resume where we were, you can see that menu over here. You can see what I've accomplished and where I'm ready. And then you just read and watch the things that it's presenting to you, and you can click next as you go along through this little course. And you'll get to the end. There is an assessment, a little 3-minute assessment to make sure you've learned what you were supposed to learn, and then it'll give you your certificate. And there is a place for you to give some feedback if you'd like to do that as well. So that's the Clever Academy. Like I said, Clever should do a good job of keeping that up to date with new features as they're released and the latest information as they update their platform. So go to the Clever Academy, go to the Help Center, learn what you need to learn about how to best use Clever with your students. Remember, the primary functionality of Clever is simply to get students rostered and signed into all of these programs so that you don't have to have this long list of all their usernames and passwords and spend half of your class time trying to get everybody signed in. They go to Clever, they click a button, they're in, and learning and teaching can continue. As always, if you have any questions or need any help with any of this, please reach out to me so that I can come and provide you with that next level of support and that maybe in-person touch that you need to be able to do your best with these tools.